Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the long-awaited Just Trains Class 86 add-on for Trains from World 5. It's finally here for the West Coast Mainline, Preston to Carlisle, and I've spent some time running up and down the route. So let's see what it does well, what it could do better, and is it worth it. Now before we start, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button if you enjoy Trains from World content. It really helps out the channel. For anyone who's not familiar with the Class 86, it's an iconic British electric locomotive that first appeared in the mid-1960s. It played a huge role on the West Coast Mainline, hauling both passenger and freight services for decades. The Trains from World 5 version, this new pack from Just Trains, gives us the Class 86 alongside the MK2F family of British rail coaches, so you can recreate those classic electric car passenger services that defined the West Coast Mainline for years. Now you might remember the Class 87 that launched alongside the West Coast Mainline Preston to Carlisle route itself. The 87 is an evolution of the 86, a bit more powerful and designed for higher speeds, a more square express passenger work. In contrast, the 86 was the backbone of the earlier electric operations, slightly less power on the paper, but still more than capable of handling fast services and heavier trains. So while they look quite similar on the outside, there is a difference in performance and historical use. The cab layout in the 86 is actually very similar to the 87 we got with the route. The biggest difference is the 86 only has a single notch gauge for the tap changer instead of two. This reflects its place as an earlier and slightly less powerful design. The cab itself is really nicely modelled. It's gritty and warm with details that make it feel like it's seen years of service on the West Coast Mainline, fitting in perfectly with the era. Outside is just as good, but the bodywork looks great, and I love little touches where different nameplates randomly spawn on the locos. It keeps things feeling fresh. Another highlight has to be the coaches included with the pack. They're detailed inside and out, and it's actually fun to explore them either as a passenger or in guard mode, and it really adds to the immersion. Driving wise, the Class 86 feels very similar to the 87 that's already in the game. The biggest difference is the slightly less power, which means you need a bit more forward thinking with the control inputs, planning your acceleration and braking points a bit earlier. If you're already comfortable driving the 87, you feel right at home here having trouble picking it up. For anyone that's new to the notch control, it can take a little bit of getting used to, especially when you throw in the neutral sections you'll encounter on the route. Once you've mastered it, it can be a much more rewarding experience than some of the modern, simpler traction locos in Trains from World. Overall, the low power makes it slightly trickier to drive than the 87, but in practice they play very similar, and the extra challenge is part of the fun. The pack comes with 5 scenarios ranging from 1 hour and 15 minutes to 1 hour and 40 minutes each. There's a good mix here. You've got some 4-line runs as well as other activities like rescuing a broken down train, which adds a bit of variety. On top of that, you get a full timetable mode with 35 playable services. Most of these are passenger runs using the MK2F coaches. And a nice touch is that some can be played using the new guard mode feature, so you're not stuck in the driver's seat if you fancy a change. There's also a single mail freight service included, which is a nod to the Class 86 mixed traffic heritage. That said, it would have been great to see a few more dedicated freight runs included in the timetable, as historically the Class 86 handled both passenger and freight work along the main line, so it does feel like a missed opportunity there. There's not much to say on performance really, and that's a good thing. The Class 86 itself doesn't seem to have any noticeable impact on frame rates or stability. If your system can already run the West Coast Mainline route smoothly, you shouldn't have any issues running this new add-on. So is the Class 86 worth it? I'd say yes if you're already a fan of the Class 87 and you're looking for something that offers a slightly different experience and a bit more of a challenge. It's well modelled and the randomised nameplates add a nice touch. It does help build out stock on the West Coast Mainline route. But if that's not your cup of tea, or you're not especially interested in old electric traction, then you might find it a bit too similar to the Class 87 that already comes with the route. In that case, it could be worth holding off and waiting for a sale down the road. Overall, it's a solid add-on that adds depth if you love the era and loco, but it isn't a huge game changer for everyone. Thanks for watching everyone. If you've enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button for more content, reviews and reviews. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Class 86. Is it something you'll be picking up, or are you waiting for something different? Until next time, safe travels and happy driving.